right. Hello, everybody. Hey, this is Daniel Higgins coming to you live. Thank you for hanging out today, tonight, this afternoon for this episode of Daniel's Den. We want to definitely add value to everyone hanging out today, tonight, this afternoon. How's it going, Mr. Roosevelt Jenkins? Thank you for that comment. Lydian World is lit, to say the least. All right. So thank you, everybody, for joining. I'm going to queue up some information real here. Hold on just a moment here. All right, perfect. Let's have some quality information today from John C. Maxwell. So, lessons from John C. Maxwell. We're going to get into two key success principles for any leaders on the line. And guess what? If you're listening to this, you are a leader. We want to empower people as much as possible, day to day, moment by moment, right? Week by week, right? To just improve ourselves and move towards our dreams and goals. And one of those things that's going to help us is relationships and leadership skills, right? So John C. Maxwell is one of the predominant people when it comes to leadership. The conversation on leadership he's been having for well over 20 years, studied leaderships. Him and what's going on, Miss Cece Mahone? Welcome to Miss Cece. This is another amazing leader right here. If you guys don't know, man, Miss CC brings so much experience to the table. Wow. When we talk about relationships, this is a relationship that has impacted me in such a positive way. Okay, well, I guess I could cry because you guys can't see me. Let me stop. But yeah, no, that's a dear relationship to me. What's up, Miss CC Mahone? All right. We like having fun here, guys. So listen, I know you guys are laughing at me like, what is this guy talking about? All right, so we have a great team here, guys. There's an empowerment team here. There's just a success team here from all different walks of life. So we get to connect with each other and we really do life together along with building business, right? So let me put myself to the side. Let me jump into this amazing content from John C. Maxwell. We're going to start by talking about relationships, and then we're going to end by talking about a higher level than belief. Ooh, and he's going to lay it out for us real nice and sweet. All right. So everybody enjoy this content, and we're going to chat about it as we go along. So definitely interact, and we'll go ahead and have a good time today, tonight, this afternoon. Okay.
Hi, John Maxwell here. Welcome to Minute with Maxwell. The word today is relationships. I teach that leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. That being true, when people come to me and they say, John, how can I increase my influence with others? I share with them, relate well to them. You see, people won't really go along with you if they can't get along with you. And what I have found is that relationships are the foundation for leadership. And when I relate well with you, I influence you. And when I influence you, what I say, what I do has an impact upon your life. So when people say, well, John, I want to be a good leader. Where do I start? I always say, start with relationships. When you can connect with people on a one-on-one level, then you begin to be able to have influence and lead them. Here's what I know about relationships. The best leaders love the people that they lead. In fact, I often tell leaders, if you don't love your people, stop leading your people, because then you'll take advantage of them. So the next time you think about relationships, just understand that that's the foundation of you becoming a better leader. Thanks for being with us today on Minute with Maxwell.
And definitely, guys, subscribe to John C. Maxwell's channel. It's just an amazing empowerment channel. And like he mentioned, relationships are everything. Man, I tell you right now, it's truly an honor to be connected to our amazing leaders within Wealth Builders Worldwide. He said, if you don't love your people, right? If you don't love your people, sooner or later, you're going to take a turn to the disadvantaged side of it, right? The taking advantage of people. But you know, right now, within our Wealth Builders Worldwide, we truly are led by heartfelt leaders, people who want the best for you. If you were on our training call last night, you know that there were several individuals that laid out their heart to just empower people and move them towards their best self, right? Sometimes you need a little bit of a kick in the butt, right? And the leaders that have a relationship with you can look into your life and say, hey, listen, you need to pick up the pace here. You need to do something here, right? And you're going to respond well to that because you're going to be like, wait, this is a person who has my best interest at heart. Let me listen to this individual, right? And our Wealth Builders Worldwide community does just that. And then right here, like this amazing leader, Miss Cece Mahone. If you guys don't know Miss Cece Mahone, she's a true leader with well over 20 years experience leading people and leading global organizations. So I don't take these comments that she's saying lightly, okay? All right, so the best leaders love people they lead. And then we have the best leaders on the planet. So Miss Cece Mahone is seasoned, right? I still think you're lying about your age, Miss Cece Mahone, because you're just too cute. All right. That's my joke with Miss Cece Mahone, right? And Mr. Maui. They both, man, they're just too cute. All right, you guys know. Anybody who's within Wealth Builders Worldwide, you know, right? But yes, so we have some amazing leadership here, and it starts at the top. So we have a successful billionaire entrepreneur that is leading the helm, our chairman of the board, Mr. Joseph Haidt. And man, that name is so apropos. I'll just leave it at that for my biblical people. They know you can connect the dots. And then Mr. Michael Delco, my amazing business partner and sponsor that connected us to this amazing, successful entrepreneur, Mr. Joseph Haidt. Woo, I'm telling you right now, relationships, it's good to be connected with certain people. And there's so many benefits to having a positive relationship with successful people. I heard an audio earlier today, and Dr. Miles Monroe laid it out. He said, listen, you want to be successful? Hang around successful individuals, right? Start creating a relationship, right? Now, if you're not able to, pick up a phone and call a millionaire or pick up a phone and call a billionaire, start creating that relationship via a book, right? That can be your start via a YouTube. That can be your start to creating a connection with someone who has the traits that you want to absorb within yourself, right? So that's very, very important. Oh, yes, we have to say thank you to Mr. Dalco, right, Miss Cece Mahone? Now, here's our second part of Lessons with John C. Maxwell. So we talked about that leadership. We talked about connecting with people. We talked about relationships being the foundation to leadership and really the foundation for everything, right? It really is. Man, everything rises and falls with leadership, right? But if the foundation to leadership is relationships, woo, there you have it. All right. So here we go. Let's go into this second part of our session for today. What is a higher level than belief? What is a higher level than belief? Let me let John Maxwell walk you through that.
In a minute with Maxwell. I was recently in a mentoring conversation about belief. Now, we all know that belief is so vital to our life, to believe in ourselves, to believe in our cause. It truly is essential. And yet, in this conversation of believing, I began to stretch the person I was mentoring and saying there's a level higher than believing. And he asked me, well, what would that be, John? And I said, it's knowing. It's knowing. And I said, let me tell you a story of where I went from belief to knowing. So at 51, I had a heart attack. As they took me into the room to begin to look at me, it was very obvious that they were not able to stop the heart attack, and I had a couple of pretty difficult hours. In fact, so difficult they asked my children to come in so I could kiss them and hug them and say goodbye to them, and my wife, and it was kind of really nick and tuck for a while as far as whether I was even going to live. But what he had in that hospital was amazing. I had no fear of death. I had no anxious moments at all at that time. You see, I went into that experience believing that my faith was real. I came out of that experience knowing my faith was real. I went into that experience believing that I had a certain amount of time in life. I came out of that experience knowing I had no guarantee of another moment of my life. What I've discovered When I talk to somebody who knows something, it's very. I hope in your life with the essentials, not everything. I don't even think it's important, but with the essentials of life, I hope that as you get older, you'll be like me. You'll be less certain about a lot of things, but the things that you are certain in, you're more certain than you've ever been before. I would rather know a few things than to believe a lot of things. I hope that comes in your life. Have experiences where your belief goes to a higher level. When that happens, there is a confidence and a sense of purpose in your life that cannot be replaced by anything except the fact that you just know it to be true. No one has to tell you, no one has to convince you. You got it. That's what I want for you.
Ooh. And I love that principle too. It reminds me of one of our millionaire mentors. He always says that people will have an experience, right? And when you have that experience, you move into knowing, so you're not at the disadvantage of someone's theory or what they thought about a certain thing, right? Because now you have that experience, you've experimented, you've gotten results, right? You did the taste and see, right? You did a taste test and found out that this was good, and you're like, wait a minute now, you got a taste of passive residual income in a money making system, and you're like, wait a minute, I can actually create passive residual income. And you tasted that and you're like, wait a minute, maybe people don't know about this. Maybe people haven't had that same experience, right? So you're like, let me share that with others. As he said, you move from believing something can happen to knowing, having an experience, right? And you want to share that with other people as much as possible a lot of times, because we get excited to share great information with people, right? You see a good movie and you're like, wait a minute, I got to share this great movie. This is really cool. Even though you don't even get compensated for it, right? You're willing to share because you've enjoyed something and you want someone else to have that same level of enjoyment, or even more, a higher level of enjoyment, right? So that's what we do here within Wealth Bills Worldwide. We've tapped into creating more passive residual income for ourselves, right? We tapped into positive relationships, empowering people, and it is so addicting that we continue to share it with other people. We want everybody on the sound of our voice, right, to have the experience of being empowered by these amazing individuals that we have in our corner. We literally have several millionaires, financially free individuals, and a billionaire chairman of the board coaching us on. We get connected to these amazing individuals. And once again, relationships are so important. And these relationships have moved us towards more income, financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom. My goodness. So we just are ecstatic about it, and we want to just share it over and over and over again. And I apologize once again for my camera decided not to work tonight, this afternoon, because my face, I'm smiling as big as that picture is. I think I'm smiling a little bit bigger, right? So thank you everybody for hanging out tonight, this afternoon. Get back with the person sharing this information with you. You've come across this stream for a specific reason and for a specific time. We have launched some amazing things, and we continue to draw other billionaires to what we're doing. The latest billionaire to join our ranks is Floyd Money Mayweather, right? That's right. So we can clearly say that that is our business partner. He is connected to what we're doing. And like I said, everything rises and falls with leadership, just like how John C. Maxwell said, right? So we have to celebrate this amazing gentleman to the extreme left, Mr. Joseph Haidt, who is a successful billionaire and creating more relationships. What a surprise, right? Billionaires want to hang out with other billionaires, right? Attracting more successful individuals, right? Because he's had an experience with GS Partners and Lydian World, and he wants to share that with other people. So he's going to continue to share it and wants everybody to know what we're doing here, right? We're not hiding, guys. We're here. I'm live on YouTube along with Facebook and Twitter, pretty often, along with our global team, is live twice a day on Monday through Saturday, and then we're live on Sunday night doing trainings, and even Sunday around 11. So we're here to support your goals and dreams. So absolutely get back with the person sharing this content with you. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you on the next live stream, which will be around 11 p.m. tomorrow night for Daniel's Den. Thank you so much, guys. Everybody, thank you for participating. Thank you, great leader, Miss CC Mahone. I'll see you on the Freedom Call tomorrow. Oh, man, that Freedom Call today was, woo. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day, night, afternoon. Get back with the person sharing this content with you so that you can start tapping into those empowering relationships and move from belief to knowing, creating more income for yourself and for your family, right? Get back with that person. If that person is me, you go to y1income.com. If that person is Miss CC Mahone, you get back with her. Or who else was hanging out with us earlier today? Roosevelt Jenkins. Also, if he's sharing this with you, which I know he is, get back with the person who's sharing this with you. There's going to be several others that are going to share it on the replay on YouTube, along with Twitter and along with the Facebook replay. So get back with these individuals immediately and start tapping into some of these success principles that John C. Maxwell was so gracious to share with us. Thank you.